Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Madam, and I'm coming back to you again. This time, we're going to go over to the Washington Examiner, and this is basically an update to a story that I did a couple of weeks ago about the now former district attorney that was charged in Ahmaud Arbery's case has been booked at a Georgia jail. The article is by Elizabeth Faddis. I apologize if I mispronounced the last name. But the article says ex-district attorney charged in Ahmaud Arbery's case booked at Georgia jail. A former Georgia district attorney was charged for allegedly mishandling the Ahmaud Arbery case and was booked into jail. Jackie Johnson, age 49, a former Brunswick Judicial Circuit district attorney, was booked in the Glenn County Jail on Wednesday after she turned herself in, according to the authorities. All right. Jail records showed Johnson was released the same day and did not have to pay a cash bond, the Associated Press reported. The former attorney is accused of discouraging police from making arrests in connection with Arbery's case or his death. Johnson, who had the community's top prosecutor at the time of Arbery's murder in 2020, was indicted by a grand jury last week. She faces a felony charge of violating her oath of office and a misdemeanor count of obstructing police work. Johnson is being prosecuted by Georgia's Attorney General Chris Carr's office. She has denied any wrongdoing and said that she recused herself from the case because one of the men now convicted in the murder of Arbery, Greg McMichael, had been an employee, according to CBS News. A jury on Wednesday convicted Greg and Travis McMichael of their neighbor Robbie Bryant in the death of Arbery, a 25-year-old black man gunned down while jogging through the three white men's Saletta Shores neighborhood near the port of Brunswick in February of 2020. A nine-count indictment, all three men charged with one count of malice murder, 4 counts of felony murder, 2 counts of aggravated assault, and 1 count of false imprisonment, and 1 count of criminal attempt to commit a felony. Travis McMichael was convicted of all 9 charges. His father was convicted of all but malice murder. Bryant was convicted of 2 counts of felony murder, 1 count of aggravated assault, and 1 count of false imprisonment, and 1 count of criminal attempt to commit a felony. The murder convictions carry a minimum sentence of life in prison. During the sentencing hearing, which hasn't been set, the judge will decide if the men will get a shot at parole. The 3 Georgia men found guilty of murdering Arbery are likely to appeal their convictions, but could see even more jail time once they are in federal court. Okay? And this is the lady right here. I would advise everyone to go check that out just to stay up on the indictment of the former district attorney. Yes. President Joe Biden released a statement after the verdict. Ahmaud Arbery's killing, witnessed by the world on video, is a devastating reminder of how far we have to go in the fight for racial justice in this country, Biden said, adding that the verdict rendered ensures that those who committed this horrible crime will be punished. The Washington Examiner reached out for comment to Glenn County Jail. And that is the end of the actual article. It seems like all the chickens are coming home to roost. it is just, for me, it's more so of it's a victory, but it's a shallow victory, because of the fact that it is 2021 and we still have to deal with these things. It's always something. You were playing your music too loud. You were going to the store to buy stuff from the store. You were playing with a toy gun, or you were in a neighborhood that you wasn't supposed to be in. It's always something. It's always the feeling when you hear these cases that people are still not open and willing to understand another person's culture, another person's lifestyle. There's a lot of misconceptions when it comes to certain individuals, communities, and cultures. It is a permanent stain in people's minds. And the thing about it is, this is not something that a person just woke up and said, okay, well, we're just going to feel this way about a certain group of people. It's more so that hate is taught, much like everything else, from a child out the womb. People are taught to hate. People are taught to judge and put people in certain categories, all because they do not understand a person's life. Not every white person is a bad person. Not every black person is a bad person. And just pick any other race of people, and it would apply to them as well. I feel a lot of people lack the time and the patience and the compassion to understand other people's lives, because when you look at it, it breaks down and break away the stereotypes and the color assignments that they have given all of us. Try to look at a person, as a human being, as a person that is worthy of the life that the Most High has given them, and things will improve. But until then, we as a community, the black community, still has to fight this fight, with the lie and the promise that they said that we, all men, are free. Obviously, that is not the case. If you've picked up the newspaper or read the news as of late, so it is what it is. And with that being said, you guys, as always, I want to thank you for coming to my video, and I want to thank you for commenting down in my comment section. And as always, I would like to know what's on your mind and how do you feel about this case or any other case that has happened when a person's rights have been violated, and their life was taken just for simply doing the same thing that everyone else does in their life. So with that being said, you guys, thank you so much, and I will get back to you in the next video.